Hello everyone, I hope you guys are doing great. So here in this video, we're going to cover the important modern novelists. There are five most important novelists we have primarily, which is Joseph Conrad, E.M. Foster, D.S. Lawrence, James Joyce, and Virginia Woolf. And so in this series, we will be covering all of these five. And here we are going to cover first the Joseph Conrad. We will go through all of these work of him, right? Mainly the MCQs which are being asked, and here we will know the very basic details of these works, right? Their publication dates and all, and then we will move further with the other writers. Okay. So I hope आपकी preparation अच्छी चल रही होगी. You guys have done a good preparation for your 18th June exam, and if any one of you are preparing for the December session, so we have already begun our preparation here. You can just simply join us here on YouTube, on our Telegram channel, right? It's my professor Note UGC Net English, and there you get all sort of updates, and you know that your live classes, study material, your mock test series are available on our application, and you simply have to make a call us on this number, and I'll be sharing with you my own NetJRF and the Himachal Pradesh Public Service Commission exam I have qualified. So both of these exam experience will be shared with you, right? So now just start with this author here. All of these works are very very important. We will have a very brief introduction of this author first here. So your Joseph Conrad, he was a Polish author. So your Poland is a non-English country. So he had to struggle a bit big as he was, writing for the English audience with whom he does not share any sort of background. So 1857 is the date of birth, and on the basis of the date of birth, there are questions asked in our exams, right? So where you are asked to arrange these authors in a sequence according to their date of birth, right? And sometime according to their date of demise. So important authors, your mainstream authors are very important from exam perspective. So you must know their birthplaces and their date of birth and the demise as well. So, other important thing to keep in your mind here that most of his novels have a nautical setting, means sea settings, right? His characters are on a boats, on a steamers, right? They are in a sea, in a merchant navy, right? They are in the marine mostly. So, nautical setting we found in most of his novel because himself he was a seaman. He was working in a sea, in a marine, right? So that's the another thing you have to keep in mind. The third thing is he was a literary impressionist. So literary impressionist means where you do not write the way things appear, rather the way it has impression on your mind. This is what you explain, right? Maybe you are walking in the garden, you will not say how the garden is, but the way it has left impact on your mind, right? That's what you write. Now I'm speaking loudly. In my previous video, every student was saying, "Sir, speak loudly. Your voice is very low." I'm using the same mic, same system, same softwares. I do not know what's the problem. I hope this time there is no such a problem, right? There's no audio problem this time we are facing here in this video. All right. So now we will go all of these works here. What we need to keep in mind, all of these works summaries and characters are not important, but all of these works date of publication and their names are very important because mostly minor works are asked in the match the following pairs, right? If they will if mostly in the match the following pairs you will get only the minor works, right? All right. So Elmeus Folly, this is the work he debuted with, and it was published in the 1895. So here the character is hunting for a golden cave, right? And he ended up losing his daughter to the person who found that golden cave. So it has a very emotional and a tragic ending. Then we have An Outcast of the Islands. This work is 1896 published. These dates are very very important for such a major writers. Minor works, date of publication, and their names are important, right? Joseph Conrad. The Nigger of the Narcissus. This work is published in the 1897, and this book was banished in America. The reason was that how a nigger, black man, can be a protagonist of the novel, and for this he has to change the name. I think then he keep the name of this book, The Children of the Sea, The Children of the Sea, right? As far as I can recall, that was the name given to this USA edition then, because they can't see a nigger black man is becoming the protagonist. There's always, so that the Americans are very racial, right? They discriminate people on the basis of their color. Black Lives Matter is one of the incident that we saw during COVID, right? Uh, all right. Now we have the fourth work, which is the most important, the magnum opus, uh, and most celebrated. This is a canonical text, right? Nine, 1899, this work published. This is the work which we will be digging deeper. We will be knowing this work in a much more detail. It's very important from examination perspective. Lord Jim, 1900, another very very important work. Okay, so let me give you a very brief, as I'm giving you about the every work. So in the case of the Lord Jim, again he is here a seaman, and he is positioned here on a steamer where he has to transport these 800 passengers to the Red Sea. They are pilgrims, they are on their pilgrimage, and they have to transport them from from this place to the Red Sea. SS Patna is the name of the ship. So now what happens here? The captain Gustav. There is a captain Gustav. His captain is Gustav. So in the middle of the night, something hit this steamer, and the water start bulging in, start coming in the boat, and Gustav said that I think this ship can sink, and everyone agreed, the entire crew, and the Lord Jim said that before this take place, before this happens, we should put all these passengers on the other boat. But you know what they did? They thought of saving their own lives. They lowered the boat and they went away. They left the passenger to die. Helmsman is the one helmsman is the one who steer the boat, right? जो आपकी boat को चलाता है. He didn't give any instructions to him, right? And they just went away, and the moment they arrived, they were saved somebody else themselves. They got to know that the passenger were rescued by the French army, and they were vilified publicly. There, for the trial of Lord Jim, they went to the court. Obviously, they were court-martialed or something. So for his trial, Charles Marlowe came. Charles Marlowe came. So Charles Marlowe. Let me write this much more clearly. So Charles Marlowe. Charles Marlowe was also the narrator of The Heart of Darkness. And for the very first time, Charles Marlowe as a narrator was introduced in the short story called Youth. Right? This is where the Charles Marlowe was introduced. तो ये आपको अपने माइंड में याद रखना है. Make sure you keep this thing in your mind. अब ट्रायल होता है कोर्ट में आपका, ठीक है, हियरिंग होती है, तो उसके लिए चार्ल्स मार्लो जो है, he visited. And there is a character called Steen. एक other character है, we're going to meet that character called Steen. Steen very immediately, instantly understood the temperament of Lord Jim, and he found him to be a very romantic guy. And he asked him that, would you like to be the trade representative in one of my places called the Patusan? So Patusan is a place, a fictional place here in the Lord Jim, right? So this is something we need to know about this story here. Beside Heart of Darkness, the main central idea of the Heart of Darkness is that he has differentiated the civilized people and the savages here. He has shown the difference between the civilized people and the savages, but in a what way? He said that colonizers, they are calling themselves that we are the civilized and we going to civilize now these people who are our slaves now. The people they are dominating, we're going to civilize you. But what sort of civilization is this? Where the humans are being mistreated, where the civilized beings are looted the other countries, and you are calling that we will teach you what the civilization is. It's a joke, right? And this is what he is asking. He has criticized here the Europe's colonial rule, right? And the main theme is the morality. Main theme is here the power dynamics, the colonialism. Later on, this work was criticized by the Chinua Achebe in one of his lecture that we will be discussing here. So, Heart of Darkness is a very, very important novel. And the moment you start reading this, you get to know the character like Kurtz, right? Who is in the charge of the very high post in this trading company. It's a Belgium trading company which is owned by the King Leopold, who is their king and the monarch, and the boss is the King Leopold II, right? So he's a Belgium king and he's owning this trade company. So we got to know about the Kurtz character who is there to control and dominate and colonize these people. He has become their favorite. How he has become their favorite? By violence, right? By showing his power, shouting at them, right? And they listen to him, they worship him now. He has become their favorite, right? He has become the part of these natives now. And now the company is thinking to expel him because his method of business is harming the company's trade. And they call his methods are unsound. They are not working anymore. And his health start worsening. And the moment he die, you know the word came out of his mouth, the horror, the horror. And then everyone was apprised about his death by the manager's boy. He said, you know what he said? Mr. You must have seen this in Afrikaans dialect. This is how they call Mr. Mr. Kurtz. He dead. Mr. Kurtz. He dead. Right? That's how he called it. And this line has become the epigraph. This line has become the epigraph of the hollow man. Hollow man, the world will not end with a bang, but with a whimper, right? Poem by the T.S. Eliot, and that is the starting line, right? At the very beginning, these lines are written, Mr. Kurtz, he dead, right? So it became the epigraph of the T.S. Eliot's The Hollow Man poem. This is another thing you have to keep in mind, the Hollow Man. और ये poem भी आपको याद करनी है. It's a very very important. ठीक है. दिसंबर सेशन के लिए फुल प्रूफ प्रेपरेशन हमारी शुरू हो चुकी है. ठीक है. You all going to get your NET and JRF, right? हम बेसिक चीजें एक बेसिक आइडिया आपको यहाँ पे मिल जाएगा. बाकी for detailed study you can enroll into the course. Study materials are available. Just everything, right? It's going to be a properly structured preparation. बस आपको disciplined रहना है और आपको consistent रहना है. ठीक है. We will try to connect every single day here on YouTube, right? Even for 5 minutes, but we will get connected, right? This is how we will keep up the consistency. So now this is a challenge for me because I had never been this regular on YouTube. But if I'll be consistent somewhere, it will also, you know, uh, ingrain that quality in you too, right? I'll be I'll be glad to be that person for you, right? So Inheritors with Ford Maddox. So the co-author is here, the Ford Maddox Ford for the Inheritor. Novel came in the 1901. A Typhoon. Typhoon is the another novel published in the 1902. Nostromo is the Italian man. His name means trust, but at the same time, his name also means corruption. So there's a conflict. So this is the kind of personality he has. He's a man you can trust, but this is also a man you cannot. Right? So yeah. And the setting of this novel is Costa Guana, Costa Guana. Novel published in the 1904. Then we have The Secret Agent, published in the 1907. Secret Agent is a very important novel. We will discuss this in much more detail when we will be taking MCQs. You know, here we have the MCQs on all of these novels, right? So here on My Professor Note, you will get the most premium quality content, right? And if you want this content, if you want that everyone should reach us, right, or we should reach to every single student who is preparing, so you must like the video and do the comment, right, and let me know about your opinions, right? What do you think? Your thoughts, and what sort of videos you want me to upload, right? So Under Western Eyes got published in the 1911. So you simply have to follow here odd numbers after Secret Agent 1913, 1915, then we have Shadowline in 1917, and to your surprise, the era of the gold is 1919. Uh, the Rescue 1920. The Nature of a Crime 1923. The Rover is 1923. So here in the Rover, grammar really plays in your mind, right? It really plays. Here I say like to your surprise, and my mind instantly said, no, you should have said for your surprise, right? I mean, it really plays with you. It really puts you in a confusion. You always have to be very, uh, you know, alert or cautious, aware of this grammatical thing. Oh my God, three words to explain the same thought. Complexities of language. But we always reach for those words, which can literally which can, convey that thought more clearly. And this is one of the greatest skill on the earth, I would say, right? If you can learn the language, I mean, this is the best thing you can do for yourself. Having a complete command and just articulating everything that your mind has to say. Be a master of something. And I would say, make it a language. Mm. The rover has a epigraph. Rover has a epigraph, which is taken from the Edmund Spenser's poem, Fairy Queen. This is from where the epigraph is taken for this novel. And this epigraph also becomes his epitaph. The lines inscribed on his gravestone, on the gravestone of the the Joseph Conrad, the lines which are taken as epigraph from the Edmund Spenser Fairy Queen are ingrained. Right in 1924, your Joseph Conrad died. Your Joseph Conrad died. You know what does the sign say? It says wiped out eye. Ne ahem ko mita do. Right? Then what you will left out with nothing, and you are nothing. Do you think that you are something? No, you aren't. If you're still with me watching this video, so make sure you like the video. I've never asked anyone till this very day, anyone to like my video, but now I will say, right? This is important. This is important for me. Otherwise, I will not be able to reach the other students, the other community that is preparing for the NetJRF, right? But your one like will help me to reach more and more students. And this is what my aim is, right? This is what the aim is. Now, Conrad described Heart of Darkness as a wild story. As a wild story. of a journalist who becomes manager of a station in the African interior and makes himself worshipped by a tribe of natives. You know who this manager is? Kurtz, Mr. Kurtz, right? The tale was first published as a three-part serial. These are the very important thing you have to keep in mind. Only Heart of Darkness I am like mentioning here in this much detail because this work is very, very important. It has left imprints on every work which came after this. So you will keep getting the reference of this work. A Tale was first published in the three-part serial. This is very important. In what magazine? In the Blackwood magazine. This is the important thing. And Heart of Darkness was later in 1902 was included in the book, which includes 3 short stories. Youth. And this is where we were introduced to the Charles Marlowe. Now let me take you back to the story of the Heart of Darkness. Who is narrating the story? The Charles Marlowe. Where he is right now? He is talking about his past, his experience. He went into the flashback and start recalling those days when he was hired as on a steamer where he has to take the stuff of this trading company upstream and downstream. It's the it's a Congo free state where the novel is set. And where right now the Charles Marlowe is? Way back home in London on Thames River. They are waiting for a boat, Nelly, to start. They are waiting for a tide, right? It's important if you want to start your boat, right? You need the sea tide to help you, to push you in that direction. So they are waiting for the tide. And meanwhile, they start discussing the story, that how it was back then. One of the experience he shared, and through his story, we got to know about the main action, the frame story, right? It gets us to know स्टोरी शुरू होती है मार्लो के साथ. ठीक है, मार्लो इज अ माइनर कैरेक्टर हियर. हु इज द इंपॉर्टेंट वन? द कर्ट्स, द अफ्रीकन colonization, right? That is the main action. So through this minor plot, the subplot, we enters into the main plot. प्रेम स्टोरी क्या है आपको पता है? We discussed the Geoffrey Chaucer's Canterbury Tales is a frame story within a story. There is a main story where 29 pilgrims are going to the Thomas Becket shrine. This is the story in itself. This is the main plot. But within this, every character is telling their story. And through this story, we also get to know about the main story. How? Because we get to know that what is the environment outside. We get to know how the culture is. We get to know how these people are living. The main character, if this is my story, right? I'm living a life. This is my story. I am the protagonist here, right? But there are the other people as well. They start telling story, and in their story, I am also one of the characters. So through their story, you also get to know about the main character, na, right? So story within a story, which also contributes to the main plot. All right. Central to Conrad's work is the idea. इस माइक की वजह से मुझे इतना जोर जोर से बोलना पड़ रहा है, and I hope it's totally worth it. Central to Conrad's work is the idea that there is a little difference between civilized people and the savages. Savages कौन है? African. Civilized किसको कहा जा रहा है? The London people. The one, yes, the people who are controlling, people who have dominated, who have colonized. Here in the story, it is the Belgium Trade Company. Heart of Darkness implicitly, indirectly comments on imperialism and the racism. He is not supporting imperialism and racism. He is questioning. He is critiquing them, criticizing them. The novella setting provides a frame of Marlowe's story, of his fascination for the prolific ivory trader Kurtz. Novella's setting provides a frame for the Marlowe story of his fascination for the prolific ivory trader Kurtz. Conrad draw parallels here between London and the Africa. London is represented here as the greatest town on the earth, and Africa is the places of darkness, and that's the reason it came the one of the texts which is studied in the post-colonial studies, right? They are the one who promoting the idea of the universalism. These are these colonizers, right? They are promoting the idea of the universalism. What they are saying, the way the world is being represented in our writers, for say the Thomas Hardy. थॉमस हार्डी के नॉवल में जिस तरीके से लोगों को रिप्रेजेंट किया गया है, जिस तरह की दुनिया दिखाई गई है, दुनिया उसी तरह की होती है. द वर्ल्ड ऑफ द वाइट मैन इज द ओनली वर्ल्ड दैट एग्जिस्ट. एनीथिंग which does not appear to be like this is uncivilized, is corrupt, is ugly, and we are the one who can civilize these people. It becomes our duty. They are the one who start making the curriculum in the universities. They are the one, whatever we have consumed today, you can't even think beyond your knowledge. Your knowledge is your confidence. Your knowledge is everything you know. And what if the Englishmen have decided the syllabus, Englishmen have decided the curriculum, Englishmen have written the book specially for your mind, for your brain. And this is all what you can think today, right? It has a very deep structure. It doesn't end merely with the word colonial or its definition, right? The moment it start impacting your daily lives, your life, then you start thinking, oh, what this thing actually is. And I'm telling you, the live classes, the study material is going to be much more interesting. It is a completely exam oriented content, right? You have no need to study anything else, only the content that my professor note provides you. All right. So now the sailor Charles Marlowe tells his listener the story of his assignment that we were, sharing. So the sailor Charles Marlowe tells the listener story of his assignment he was given as a steamer captain. He was for the Belgian company. Which company? Belgium Trading Company. And African interior, in the African interior, in the African jungles, they have established their camps. And the Congo Free State is the name of the place, right? Congo Free State is the name, right? This is something very important. And then we have here the private colony of Belgium King Leopold. Economically important Congo River, which is the private colony of the Belgium's King Leopold II. Now, Marlowe is given a text by Kurtz. The moment he died, and he keep it to himself, and then later on he give it to the journalist to publish it. He didn't give it to the company, even though the company people come, but he said no, not giving it to you, right? So this is the important thing. Another thing that I was telling you, that Chinua Achebe has delivered a public lecture, an image of Africa, racism in Conrad's Heart of Darkness. What Achebe described here, an offensive and deplorable book that dehumanized the African. मतलब उनको इंसान समझा ही नहीं गया है ना जी. So from here we are beginning with our MCQs. What does Conrad Heart of Darkness, where does Conrad's Heart of Darkness begin? If you are with me and you watching this lecture from the very beginning, you know what the answer is. If somebody is watching sincerely, the video is only for them, obviously. And I've told you at the very beginning, you have to be active learner with me. You can't be here somebody that watching my video passively. कि वीडियो में जो बोल रहा है अगर मुझे समझ में आता है तो ठीक, अगर नहीं तो वीडियो सही नहीं है. You want to be professor, my dear, right? You want to be professor. You're not some student in a 10th class or 12th class कि गुरु जी मुझे पढ़ाएंगे, मास्टर जी पढ़ाएंगे, अगर समझ में आएगा तो ठीक है हम पढ़ेंगे, अगर नहीं तो हम अपना चैनल बंद करके चल पड़ेंगे. Doesn't go that way, right? So आंसर आपको पता होना चाहिए. मैंने बता दिया है कि इसका आंसर क्या है. Conrad's Heart of Darkness presents two conflicting discourses present in his own culture. Identify the two discourses from the following. What are the two conflicting discourses? पता है ना आपको डिस्कोर्स क्या होता है? What is a discourse? Discourse is a conversation, right? The way things are given their identity. Discourse works very discourse works in giving things their definition, their identity. It defines thing. एक डिस्कोर्स है इंडिया में कि जिस तरीके से वुमेन्स को ट्रीट किया जाता है, दिस इज वन ऑफ द वेरी कॉमन एग्जांपल व्हिच इज गिवन, दे फ्रॉम द वेरी बिगिनिंग, your दादी जी, your नानी जी, your परदादी जी, right? Your grandparents, your great your grandparents used to tell you that women stay at home, they take care of the baby, they cook food, ठीक है? They should know tailoring, right? वो सिलाई मशीन चलाना उन्हें आना चाहिए, बुनाई करना आना चाहिए, they must know sewing, weaving, all those things, ठीक है? वो सब चीजें उन्हें जो अच्छे से आनी चाहिए, तो उस चीज ने क्या कर दिया? वुमेन्स उसी तरह से बनने लगी कि हाँ, हम सिलाई बुनाई सीखेंगे, हम घर पे अच्छा खाना बनाना सीखेंगे। तो एक तरीके से वो डिस्कोर्स है आपका। दिस इज हाउ देयर माइंड्स आर शेप्ड एंड मोल्डेड थ्रू दैट डिस्कोर्स, थ्रू दैट कन्वर्जेशन। Conflicting discourse present in his own culture. This is the easy definition of the discourse, right? Colonizers ने क्या किया? The way they start depicting us, कि Indians are ugly, they spit on the roadside, they urinate on the roadsides, राइट? दिस इज व्हाट दे डू एंड वी स्टार्ट बिलीविंग हाँ कि इंडिया में ऐसा ही चलता है यार। वो कहाँ जा रहा है? इंडिया है, यहाँ ऐसा ही होता है ना? हम जनरली ये बातें बोलते थे, ठीक है? अब चाहे कोई कुछ भी बोले, ठीक है? जब तक उस चीज को एक नेशनल प्लेटफॉर्म पे नहीं लाया गया, यू माइट टेल मी सर यू आर फॉलोइंग दिस आइडियोलॉजी और दैट आइडियोलॉजी, जब तक वो चीज नहीं बोलीगी नेशनल टीवी पे, आपके माइंड में वो नहीं उतरेगी, ठीक है? तो नेशनल टीवी पे वो बात आई, ठीक है? स्वच्छता भारत मिशन चला और आपने सोचा कि नहीं यार इंडिया में स्पाई है, मे बी गंदगी हो अभी भी, still there, but still it has ingrained a thought in your mind and you start thinking कि नहीं, हम इंडियंस साफ सुथरे हैं, we do this, for G20 maybe uh, uh, there were the many you know झुग्गी झोपड़ीज on the road sides, maybe उन्हें उखाड़ा गया हो, हटाया गया हो और एक बहुत अच्छा एक मैट बिछा के एक जगह तैयार की गई हो, but that gives a picture to the world कि ये है इंडिया, ठीक है? You can see it sarcastically, ठीक है? अयोध्या में BJP lost in Faizabad. People said that the main reason that they sidelined the resident, right, of that area, the residents of that area were sidelines. ठीक है, धर्म के नाम पे उनकी जगह को उखाड़ा गया, ठीक है, कि राम जी आशीर्वाद देंगे, उन्हें कुछ भी नहीं दिया गया, एक साइड में कहीं घर दिया गया। तो उन लोगों का एक वो आक्रोश था उस चीज को लेके, ठीक है? और ये मुझे बात अच्छी भी लगी। सर्टेन आई डोंट नो इफ दिस इज द रीजन और नॉट, कई बार बोला जाता है कि टूरिज्म बढ़ेगा, बस वो टूरिज्म से किसको फायदा होगा? आपके जगह में, आपके टाउन में जो होटल है, लोग तो वहां पे जाके ठहरेंगे ना, वो एक आम आदमी के घर पे जाके थोड़ी ना ठहरेंगे, ठीक है? वो टूरिस्ट आए हैं, वो साइड की ग्रोसरी शॉप से क्या लेंगे? टॉफियां खरीदेंगे, ठीक है? या वो बाकी जो कुछ दुकानें हैं कपड़ों की, वो वहां पे आके क्या वो कपड़े खरीदेंगे? People who are traveling, they will buy brands, right? Or they will buy the art, your artifacts, right? uh, something craft thing, right? और वो एक दो दुकानों में मिलती है। तो ये बहुत कुछ चीजें हैं इस पे, जस्ट फॉरगेट इट, जस्ट टू कीप यू सोशली अवेयर, ठीक है? तो आई ऑलवेज लव टू डेल्व इन सच अ कन्वर्जेशन, ठीक है, जहाँ पे हम कनेक्ट हो सके सोसाइटी से भी, रादर देन के बस किताब में ही आप उलझे पड़े हो। अखबार पढ़ना इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, ठीक है? अपने आप को अवेयर रखना इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, आपका उससे कॉन्फिडेंस बिल्ड होता है, वरना ये रट रट के चीजें ना तुम्हारा दिमाग बिल्कुल ठप हो जाएगा, बिल्कुल, समझ रहे हो? कंट्रोल करना पड़ता है, हैड अ वर्ड, तो सब कुछ लोगों को पता चल गया होगा कि क्या वर्ड था, बट आई जस्ट रेजिस्टेड, ठीक है? It doesn't make any difference. It might put a smile on your face, but it's fine. अखबार पढ़ना बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है, ठीक है? मैं इन वीडियो से अपने साथ एक कम्युनिटी बिल्ड करना चाहता हूँ, whom I want to nurture a relationship for life, ठीक है? I want you to be at a places, right? And if I can contribute to it, ऐसा relationship नहीं कि no, it's simply that I want to contribute to someone's life through my efforts here, ठीक है? चाहे मेरी बातों से थोड़ा सा impact create हो, but it will be a challenge for me that I have to keep up to my words, right? Modernism, anti-colonialism, modernism, structuralism, right? Conflicting, two conflicting discourses present in his own culture. क्या लगता है आपको ये किसके रिगार्डिंग ये बुक है? ठीक है? क्या हम पढ़ रहे हैं यहाँ पे? colonialism, and he talk about the anti-colonialism. और दूसरा क्या है? यूरोसेंट्रिसिज्म. They are colonizing. They are telling we are superior, the rest of the world is inferior. We are the one. And the anti-colonialism, which is the direct opposite to it. With the knowledge, with the power, they will obviously colonize the people. Right? They will do. This is the right option here. आप एक तो मटेरियल कल्चरलिज्म को पढ़ के आओगे, एक स्ट्रक्चरलिज्म को पढ़ के आओगे और एक मॉडर्निज्म की डेफिनेशन आप तैयार करके आओगे एक लिटरेचर के पर्सपेक्टिव से। ये तीनों चीजें आपकी तैयार चाहिए। हम नेक्स्ट वीडियो में मिलेंगे जहां पे हम अपने नेक्स्ट मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट ऑथर को तैयार करेंगे। ठीक है? ठीक है? ऑलराइट। एंड राइट डाउन इन द कमेंट सेक्शन दैट्स अ यस आई विल डू, एंड देन आई जस्ट check upon you in my next video, right? Because there you have to write down 3 of these things. Next video में, इस वीडियो में नहीं, next video में. Which of the following novels by V.S. Naipaul is set in Africa and carries echoes, of Joseph Conrad? किसमें influence? V.S. Naipaul के यहाँ पे आपके टेक्स्ट हैं, नॉवेल्स हैं, जिसमें किसका इन्फ्लुएंस देखने को मिलता है? जोसेफ कॉनरेड के नॉवल का इन्फ्लुएंस देखने को मिलता है। कौन सी नॉवल है वो? दैट इज अ बेंड इन द रिवर। नॉटिकल का एक फील आ रहा है इसमें, रिवर का नाम है। ठीक है? ऑल ऑफ दीज 4 ऑफ दीज नॉवेल्स आर वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, तो ये भी आपको पढ़नी है। ठीक है? ये भी आपको क्या करनी है? पढ़नी है। वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट। ठीक है? और ये सारा कंटेंट अगर आपको एक ही जगह चाहिए, यू नो, माय प्रोफेशनल स्टडी मटेरियल इज द बेस्ट रिसोर्स दैट यू हैव, राइट? और एक्सेस के लिए जस्ट सिंपली व्हाट्सएप ऑन दिस नंबर. All right. So, which of the following employs a narrative structure in which the main action is relayed? Which of the following employs a narrative structure in which the main action is relayed at second hand through an enclosing frame story? Second hand. अभी हमने ये बात की, ठीक है? हमने बात की और हमने कौन सी टेक्स्ट यहाँ पे डिस्कस करी? आप लोगों को पता होगा, है ना? आप लोगों को क्या है? पता होगा। तो आंसर मैं आपसे एक्सपेक्ट करता हूँ। जो बच्चा सिंसियरली पहले से देख रहा है वीडियो, उनको पता होगा। और वीडियो उनके लिए ही है। Assertion A. At the end of the Heart of Darkness, Marlowe tells a lie to the intended about Kurtz when he tells her the last word he pronounced was your name. Now, assertion और reasoning के क्वेश्चन में बच्चों को ना दिक्कत आती है, परेशानी आती है. They get confused. They find it really difficult to attempt such a questions. तो assertion statement है यहाँ पे बोली है कि एंड में हार्ट ऑफ डार्कनेस नॉवल में मार्लो he lied to the attendant about the Kurtz. You know, she has a very idealized image of the Kurtz. You know what the main reason is? Main reason क्या है यहाँ पे? मैं आपको बताऊंगा. The last word he pronounced was your name. उसने उसे कह दिया कि जो वो when he died, ठीक है, जब उसने अलविदा कहा इस दुनिया को, तो उसके जुबान पे जो है आखिरी के शब्द जो थे वो तुम्हारा नाम था. कितना शायरी वाला लहजा है ना ये, है ना? Reason. Marlowe tells this lie because he is secretly in love with the intended and tells her what she wants to hear. And this is also true. Marlowe को कहीं ना कहीं जो है attendant से, ठीक है, एक infatuation हो गया है, ठीक है, he is attracted towards her and he is in love with her. तो इसलिए उसने कहा हाँ ये ट्रू है, ये दोनों ही assertion भी ट्रू है, रीजन भी ट्रू है, बट द आर इज नॉट द करेक्ट एक्सप्लेनेशन. क्यों? क्यों है? बिकॉज उसने एट द एंड में ये कहा कि तुम्हारा ही नाम उसने कहा. दैट इज ट्रू. He is in secretly in love with the intended and tells what she wants to hear. But why? Because she has throughout her life have imagined Kurtz in a certain way. Hey, that he's a good man. And he didn't want to break that image of him because now that person does not exist, and at least she wants her to have a good memory of the Kurtz. Otherwise, she will be traumatized for a life, That what that was the kind of person he had become. The last word on his lips was the horror. The horror. That's so disturbing. So he didn't. Readers of Taib's Lihi Seasons of Migration to the North will undoubtedly notice its parallels with the story series of किसके साथ parallel है? Undoubtedly notice its parallel. Similar कौन से text के साथ है Taib's Lihi के Season of Migration to the North? Othello and the Heart of Darkness, obviously. One will be out of the novel of the Joseph Conrad because this is who we are discussing here. Or डेथ ऑफ द वेनिस जो कि थॉमस मन का वर्क है. ही इज अ जर्मन नॉवेलिस्ट एज फार एज आई कैन रिकॉल. Othello, Shakespeare, battled by the scrivener Herman Melville. The American author, he is in the Heart of Darkness. He is your Joseph Conrad, and I want you guys to read this and this. बहुत सारी चीजें हैं, बहुत सारी चीजें हैं. सर कहीं एक ही जगह मिल सकती हैं? You know where, right? Ah, I'll never meet such a man again. You ought to have heard him recite poetry. Oh, he enlarged my mind. In Heart of Darkness, these words about Kurtz are spoken by whom? The Russian. The Russian is the one. The Russian is the one here. Intended is the one, his fiancée of Kurtz at the very end, to whom the Marlowe lied. The last name when he died was yours. In which of the following novels does Stain feature as a significant character? हमने पहले ही ये बात डिस्कस करी है और इसका आंसर भी मैं आपको नहीं बताऊंगा क्योंकि आपका माइंड होना चाहिए अलर्ट. नेक्स्ट टाइम से आप रहेंगे सतर्क, अवेयर. आपका प्रेजेंस ऑफ माइंड जो है दैट हैज टू बी देयर. ठीक है, आपका प्रेजेंस ऑफ माइंड होना चाहिए, आपको अलर्ट रहना चाहिए. और जब मैं आंसर नहीं बताऊंगा, जब मैंने आंसर एट द वेरी बिगिनिंग बता दिए हैं, तो आप आइंदा से आप भी अलर्ट रहेंगे क्लास में. ठीक है, आप कॉन्शियसली you will sit and listen, you will become an active learner, and that's the entire thing. Is this is all what I want to do. I simply want to make it your active learner, and once you make, you will draw the map of your own destiny, you will draw the map of your own future, own life and own career. बस इतना ही देना होता है कि एजुकेशन सिस्टम को क्या एक्टिव लर्नर बनाना होता है. ठीक है, उनके माइंड का जो क्लटर है वो बाहर फेंकना होता है. एजुकेशन सिस्टम का काम होता है कि नहीं होता है? होता है. नहीं किया, अब मेरा काम है. ठीक है, we will invest in ourselves, we will invest in the future, right? That is you. In which of the following I am also future, you also future, we all are young community of India, right? In which of the following novels by Conrad do the gold couple and Decode appear as a character with Costa Guana as setting? हमने डिस्कस किया था, चलो यहाँ पे तो मैंने डिस्कस भी किया है. नॉस्ट्रोमो इज द इजी वन. और एक चीज मैं शायद आपको बोलना भूल गया एट द वेरी बिगिनिंग कि आपने क्या करना है. You will write down all those novels which I have mentioned here in this PPT, and it's a PDF. So you write them down on your paper and do not copy paste the publication dates. You watch the publication dates, right? And after a 4 to 5 hours gap, you come back to the notebook and try to write down those dates by recalling only. You will not take a look at the dates. If you're forgetting one date or one digit of the date, that's fine. You go back, take a look, take a sneak peek, come back and write down all the dates by your own self. You need to have a sharp memory, and if it is not, you have to invest on it. How? Read something. and after 4 hours 5 hours try to recall that what you have read. अगर याद ना आए, just take a sneak peek, थोड़ा सा देख लो और फिर से बोलने की कोशिश करो उस चीज को, ठीक है? मैं ना अपने थॉट्स के ट्रेल को पकड़ता हूँ कि कहाँ से, जैसे कि मैं अभी यहाँ पे हूँ, बीच में ही मेरा माइंड कहीं पढ़ते-पढ़ते कहीं और पहुँच गया। सो आई जस्ट गो बैक एंड आई सी कि किस चीज़ ने, किस थॉट ने मुझे यहाँ पहुँचा दिया। सो आई जस्ट गो बैक कि अच्छा मैंने ऐसा सोचा था, फिर मैंने ये सोचा था, अच्छा मैं ना ये चीज़ सोच रहा था अबाउट दैट बुक एंड इन दैट बुक आई सॉ दिस वर्ड एंड दैट वर्ड वाज़ सिमिलर टू समथिंग व्हिच टूक प्लेस इन माय लाइफ, और उसने फिर वो आगे-आगे एक थॉट की ट्रेल चली रहती है। आपको भी करना चाहिए। जब आप सोते हो बिफोर दैट जस्ट ट्राई टू रिकॉल द एंटायर डे कि दिन शुरू कैसे हुआ, फिर क्या हुआ था, फिर मैंने क्या किया था, ठीक है? दैट विल एनहांस योर मेमोरी, ठीक है? एक्सरसाइज फॉर योर मेमोरी पावर। Setting Costaguana, Occidental Province and its port city of Sulaco. Cambodia is similar to the Cambodia. It is being said कि ये जो place है Costaguana, it is similar to the location of Cambodia, कि उस पे ये set है, ठीक है? उस location पे based है ये location. It is being said that. So Nostromo is the Italian expatriate. Nostromo's real name is Giovanni Battista Fidenza. Fidenza meaning trust, an archaic Italian, right? And at the same time, it also means a corrupt man, right? Then we have the another work here, who in his practice or who in his preface to Joseph Conrad's The Secret Agent makes the following remark. Secret Agent वर्क है जो कि पब्लिश 1907 में हुआ था, हमने डिस्कस किया था। इसमें एक फॉलोइंग रिमार्क करता है, which of the following author here. What is the remark? The achievement of modern art is that it has ceased to recognize the categories of tragic and comic or the dramatic classification. ठीक है? ये बंद कर दिया है रिकॉग्नाइज करना। आपका जो आर्ट है, आपका जो लिटरेचर है, वो आपका कैटेगराइज होता था, कुछ आपका ट्रेजिक होता है, कॉमिक होता है, ठीक है? It doesn't have any of these classifications. It has both of these things, right? It has everything. It cannot be categorized among these categories: tragedy, comedy, and views of life as tragicomedy. It has none of these categories. It ceased to recognize the categories of tragic and comic. ठीक है, आप categorize कर ही नहीं सकते हो, ठीक है? So this is what he said. This is what the achievement of the modern art. ये डिवाइड नहीं है इन ट्रेजिक और कॉमिक कैटेगरीज में। किसने कहा ये? कि थॉमस मन ने कहा है। ट्रेजिक द सीक्रेट एजेंट के बारे में कहा है। सीक्रेट एजेंट का इंपॉर्टेंट चीज यहां पे याद रखनी है कि इसका जो सब टाइटल है दैट इज अ सिंपल टेल। सेटिंग कहां पे है? लंदन में है, 1886 में है। डील्स विद द मिस्टर एडोल्फ वर्लॉक एंड ही इज द सीक्रेट एजेंट। और किसके लिए काम करता है वो? रशिया के लिए काम करता है वो। एंड व्हाट ही डिड, ही ब्लास्टेड अ बॉम्ब, वी कॉल दैट ह्यूमन बॉम्ब, राइट? ही फिक्स्ड दैट बॉम्ब ऑन द बॉडी ऑफ हिज ब्रदर इन लॉ, ठीक है, उनके साले साहब के शरीर पे, who had a intellectual disability, ठीक है, and he used him for his own purpose, and this guy now deserved to die with a guilt, right? इतना तो प्रे हम कर ही सकते हैं ऐसे इंसान के लिए who did such a horrible thing. uh, this work is dedicated to the H.G. Wells, who has written the Time Machine, ठीक है, नॉन फिक्शन साइंस फिक्शन का वर्क है, ठीक है? तो इसकी समरी भी इंपॉर्टेंट है, ये भी आपने पढ़नी है। अपनी समरीज की सारी नॉवेल्स आप लिख लो, ठीक है? जो आपको कवर करनी है, फिर चाहे गूगल करना है, चाहे आपको माय प्रोफेसर नोट का स्टडी मटेरियल बाय करना है, ठीक है? आप पे डिपेंड करता है एंड यू नो हाउ टू डू दैट, राइट? और इसमें एक और चीज है, दैट स्टीवी इज द नेम ऑफ द ब्रदर इन लॉ, राइट? ये कैरेक्टर इंपॉर्टेंट है। बिसाइड दिस कॉनरेड ग्लूमी पोर्ट्रेट ऑफ लंदन, लंदन को एज अ ग्लूमी पेस यहाँ पे किया गया है, पोर्ट्रे किया गया है। इन द नॉवल वाज इन्फ्लुएंस्ड बाय द चार्ल्स डिकन्स ब्लीक हाउस। और ये ग्लूमी पोर्ट्रेट ऑफ लंदन कहाँ से इन्फ्लुएंस हुई है? चार्ल्स डिकन्स के ब्लीक हाउस। जेरेंडाइस एंड जेरेंडाइस का यो केस है जहां पे इन्होंने जुडिशरी पे द कोर्ट जो सिस्टम है आपका, जो लॉ है, उस पे ही हैज he made a satire कि like how long it takes to fight a case, that whatever amount you were about to win, more than that you have invested in the lawyers, right? And the amount you are getting, it's too little. So this is what he has satirized here. Now, another work here. Which novel by Joseph Conrad presents a young captain who, like Coleridge's ancient mariner, is haunted by the, जानते हैं ना आप Coleridge का ancient mariner, तो ये भी important है, ये भी पढ़ना है, ये भी लिख लो. Is haunted by the vision of ship drifting in calm and swinging in light airs, with all the crew dying slowly about her decks. ये सेम चीज अपीयर होती है आपके कॉलरिज के एंशियंट मरीनर. आफ्टर ही किल द एल्बाट्रॉस, दे हैंग हिम अराउंड his neck and see that you are cursed. You are the person who has killed. We're talking about the ancient mariner who has a very glittering eyes, and whoever look into his eyes, they are hypnotized. And in this way, he has hypnotized these three people who are going to the wedding, and it was a curse to him. Until or unless you do not share this story to somebody, you will not be free of this curse. ठीक है? तुम यूं ही धीरे धीरे, you will keep dying slowly and slowly. So he caught up this guy, he tell him his story, and he was free of his curse. ठीक है, ये एक तरह से थेरेपी भी है. जब आपके माइंड में कोई प्रेशर होता है, अपने दोस्तों के पास चले जाओ. You can be you. Last night, a day before yesterday, I had a conversation with my childhood friend, you can say, or my college time friend. So you become the person you are. You just lie down, you take a back seat, and you just share things. जिस भी तरीके से, ठीक है. There's no artificiality in your way of speaking. मतलब आप अपना पूरा का पूरा ज़हन उनके सामने खोल के रख देते हो, and it's a great thing. You get a chance to be you. You get chance to play you, है ना? तो वो चीज़ है. So yeah, the sickness of my soul, the weight of my sins, my senses of worthiness, under western eyes. ये तो भी कहाँ पे है? ये शेडो लाइन में है. शेडो लाइन एक आपका इम्पोर्टेंट वर्क है. ठीक है, तो यहाँ पे ये चीजें डिस्कस हुई हैं. अंडर वेस्टर्न आइज के बारे में एक चीज आपको मैं बोलना भूल गया कि अंडर वेस्टर्न आई इज अ रिस्पॉन्स, टू व्हाट? टू द थीम्स. टू विच थीम्स? टू द थीम्स ऑफ द दोस्तोवस्कीज दोस्तोवस्कीज नॉवल क्राइम एंड पुनिशमेंट. क्राइम एंड पुनिशमेंट की जो नॉवल है ना, उसमें जो थीम है, उसको ये एक रिस्पॉन्स है. अंडर द वेस्टर्न आइज, he has criticized here the perspective of the Dostoevsky. It is being said that, right? तो ये नॉवल है. अब यहाँ पे कुछ नॉवेल्स हैं. ये हमारा लास्ट एमसीक्यू है इस वीडियो का. And I hope you really enjoyed it. If you enjoyed it, you know what you have to do. You have to like the video, you have to share it, and you have to make the comment. This is the best you can do. And I hope you guys will do it. Where angels fear to tread, for fools wonders where angels fear to tread. Fools always, they can't comprehend the situation. But the wise men होते वो जान लेते हैं कि इस जगह नहीं जाना है. ये काम नहीं करना है मेरे को. जब प्रेपरेशन कर रहा हूँ, फोन नहीं चलाना है, डिस्ट्रैक्शन नहीं होना है, डिस्ट्रैक्ट नहीं होना है. ठीक है, नो स्पेस फॉर डिस्ट्रैक्शन. मेरे को एक्सरसाइज करनी है, बॉडी को स्ट्रांग बिल्ड करना है, अच्छी चीजें पढ़नी है, राइट? ये किसने नॉवल करी है पब्लिश आपकी? किसका वर्क है ये है आपका E.M. फॉर्स्टर का. इन 1907 आई थिंक this novel was published. A portrait of the artist, a young man by the James Joyce. James Joyce. James Joyce. In 1916. Dublin is the place. Italy is the setting. Plumed Serpent, Mexico. Written by the D.H. Lawrence. We will be covering these authors in our next video, right? In next class. An Outcast of the Island, Joseph Conrad. Under Western Eyes. ठीक है, मैंने यहाँ पे आपको ये चीजें बताई. आई होप आपको इससे आइडिया हुआ होगा. तो आप आंसर भी आपको पता चल गया है. ठीक है, चल गया है ना पता आंसर का? ठीक है, क्योंकि आपके माइंड पे प्रेशर तभी डलेगा. अगर मैं प्रेशर नहीं दूंगा तो फिर तो आप आइडल बैठे रहोगे. ठीक है, आंसर मिल रहे हैं, पढ़ा रहे हैं. यू हैव टू पुट एफर्ट्स. ठीक है, राइट? यू हैव टू बी रेडी टू स्वेट if you are watching classes of me. All right, so we'll see you in the next class, and you know what you have to do. D.H. Lawrence is the next author we will be dealing with. For classes, study material, mock tests, contact on the given number and start your preparation best way possible, My Professor Note provides you most premium content, right, in India. So, uh, all right, we'll see you in the next video. Till then time, विश यू ऑल द वेरी बेस्ट. 18 जून के लिए तैयारी कर रहे थे, इस वीडियो को देखा, ठीक है, विल श्योरली हेल्प यू. दिसंबर की तैयारी है तो उसके लिए आगाज हो चुका है, ठीक है. तो आज से ही आप अब बने रहिए विद माय प्रोफेसर नोट्स. क्वालिटी कंटेंट ही आपको मिलेगा. यू मस्ट हैव गॉट टू नो थ्रू दिस वीडियो, राइट. सो स्टे हेल्दी, स्टे फिट, and keep reading, keep learning. I wish you, all of you, a great life ahead. It seems like a message of the last video, but it is not. Soon we will meet. As I told you that tomorrow I will do my best every single day, at least maybe of any minute of any amount of time, right? I will try to upload a video here. So we'll see you soon.